All right.
Yes.
We live?
Yes, Casey's live.
How you doing, Fritz? This is Casey with CTS Inspections. I just finished completing the report or the inspection on your property. I will be putting the report together before I email it to you, but the items that I want to bring to your attention on the report is kind of what we're going to go through together right now on the video, okay?
And there's musical background to boot. Woo! All right.
Okay, so without making Mark go up on the roof or anything like that, on the roof, what I noted on the roof is there is some bare spots where some tar and gravel, you have gravel on your flat roof. There's some bare spots where some felt's exposed. It's usually from like pond fronds and the wind blowing kind of does that as well, or maybe some patched areas or something in the past. Also, the vent pipe to the heater that's in the garage, it's missing the cap. The wind has blown off the cap.
Okay.
Also on the roof, there's a T-vent for the exhaust fan in the laundry room. That also, the T-vent cover has blown off the roof as well.
Okay.
Now, Fritz had asked specifically about the solar panels and how they were attached to the roof, and that looked okay, and there was no damage to the roof.
Correct. The roof, it's flashed. It's got a flashing cone where the support posts go to the panels. That's all secure. The flashings is on the plywood, and then they put the roofing material over the flashing, which is done properly. The dirt you see on the panels, if you looked on Google Earth or anything like that, it's just dust because the panels are not completely pitched, so they're slightly pitched. So at the very end of it, there's a little bit of dust there, so it could be hosed off or swept off. But everything looks solid with the installation of the solar panels. The conduit is on 2x4s. It's not laying on the roof surface, so they did that properly there.
Okay.
You have 3 electrical panels. You have a main panel on the north side of the garage. You have a sub panel on the north side of the house, and you have a sub panel on the south side of the house. The sub panel on the south side of the house has some rodent droppings in it as well. Okay, so it just shows a little activity inside that sub panel. The wiring's intact. They haven't chewed any wire or anything like that, but it is evidence that there's rodent activity in there.
So between that and the rodent that was found in the air conditioning vent for Casita, it sounds like there might just be a need to have like a couple rat traps put around.
Yeah, probably just be proactive and maybe get Truly Nolan or something, put some of those traps along the side and some of those containers or some cartridges in the actual closet and things like that.
I've got them by the pool over here, but that's a video over there. I've got 3 or 4. I haven't got them over there.
Yeah, because it's on that hill right there, and there's a lot of vegetation on that hill, so that's probably where their ladder is and everything like that.
Some palm trees, and I like to eat
the fruit.
The fruit, yeah.
The water heater in the garage and the water heater in the south closet, technically should have had a drain catch pan put underneath them. If they're being installed today, they for sure would, but with that is kind of a gray area with the code on that, but any type of raised platform or a furred platform technically should have a drain catch pan underneath those water heaters. The water heater base is intact. It's wood, so that's another reason why, if it was maybe a sheet metal over that wood, then you wouldn't need that catch pan as predominantly, but right now this just water heater sitting on wood, so you do need some type of moisture barrier between that.
So if it were installed today, it would have that.
It would definitely be. It wouldn't be as oversighted as it was back in the day, but also
It's not a code thing though, is it?
it is now. Yeah, well, and actually 07, 08 is kind of when it kind of changed around and stuff like that. But if you listen to some of the plumbers that do some detail, they say it should have always been done that way, but it's more enforced. 07, 08, kind of right at the turn of this being built is when it really was enforced. So just missed it. They're 10 years old. They're brand new. They're original. And so next time to get replaced, they'll probably get done differently.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see here. On the exterior patio, if you want to go to the patio.
Yeah, let's go over there. I'll turn this up. We'll go over.
Here on the patio, I just made a note that there's just a hole, or either a cover plate's missing or a hole on the ceiling on the rear patio. So I just made a note there on that.
Okay.
Okay. I also made a note that the switches on the rear patio right here do not have an exterior cover on these switches. These 2 switches right here control, lights onto the patio.
Yeah.
These 2 knobs right here control your gas heaters on the ceiling.
Okay, Casey, I had noticed.
What do you need? An FGI box on there?
No, yeah, or convert them to a switch that are already weatherproof switches, but yeah, or a cover. Yeah.
So they shouldn't be exposed to the elements like
Correct.
that is how that should work. I had noticed in my visual inspection just the discoloration underneath there. Is that basically?
There's nothing really you could do about that with the flat roof and the fascia of the stucco. It just runs down and then it just goes. You know, it's just nothing you can do about
It's just
that.
going to be my agent visual
What they call
inspection, which we'll all get to see.
What they call
A patina. Yes, we call that a patina. Exactly.
Okay, let's see here. There's 2 outlets on the exterior of the house. One on, I called it the west side of the house.
Okay.
And there's one on the south side of the house. They're GFCI outlets, the buttons that trip and reset.
Yeah.
But even they're dead. Even when you reset them, they're not. There's no power. So the springs might be bad on those 2 GFCI outlets.
Okay.
Okay. All the other ones are fine.
Are you highlighting all those things?
Oh yeah, they're in the report. You'll be
Okay.
a red arrow identifying and
Okay.
everything.
Okay.
Now remember, you're on film. Every time you do that with your glasses, you look really amazing. I'm just letting you know.
Okay, the gas meter on the north side of the garage has some rusted plumbing on it. Okay, I just like to let people know when there's rusted plumbing so they can put a coat of primer on it to protect the metal.
Okay.
Where's that?
On their gas meter on the north side of the garage.
Oh, okay. I can do that. Sure. Yeah.
And then the igniter, the electric igniter to your barbecue on your
No.
rear patio did not work.
Well, they only last so
I know,
long. Those things.
yeah.
You've got to use the oil.
Yeah, you got to use one of these guys. if
Exactly.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
They
But
burn
right
out
now,
after
it's just
about
if you push the button, it's not working.
So the high-tech solution is to use
Yeah,
a
exactly.
auto
That's it.
thing. Okay.
They last about 2 years, if that.
Let's see. Lots and grounds. You have a self-closing hinge on the gate on the north side of the garage. That's not completely closing the gate. You want to get that adjusted because when you have a pool in your backyard, the side gate can't just be left open for someone to walk by, go in your
That's just
backyard and drown.
tighten
It needs to
spring,
be
yeah.
adjusted, yeah.
Okay.
And then in the courtyard, some of the palm trees are in contact with the roof surface, so I recommend cutting those back so it does give the rats and rodents a ladder to climb on, get onto your roof surface.
Okay.
But there are some palm trees that are touching the roof surface in the courtyard. Okay, you have 3 water features is how I noted it. I said a north water feature on the north side of the house, an east water feature in the courtyard, and a south water feature outside your master bathroom. Okay, the plumbing on the plumbing to the north water feature pump is leaking at the connection to the pump. So you got a little bit of leaky plumbing on the pump to the north feature.
Let's get in the shade, gentlemen.
You mean you don't like all this heat on us? Come on, Dennis. It's not that bad.
Hey, who my fair Scandinavian skin?
The water feature in the courtyard, or the east water feature, it's got an upper spillway and a lower spillway. I did not get any water flow coming out of the upper spillway. The homeowner here has already called the pool guy, so he's on his way as we speak.
Right.
I don't think he's going to be here by the time I leave this property, so it's going to be in the report as far as,
Okay.
while I'm here.
Okay.
And then I just noted that, some of the rocks or some of the stones inside that east water feature have a little bit of green algae growing on there, so it just
Yeah.
needs a little bit of filtering, a little bit of cleaning going on there.
Okay.
The water feature on the south side of the house also has some leaking plumbing at the connection to the pump, and on one of the valves, it's just dripping from one of the valves there.
And that's the courtyard, the pool courtyard.
No, that is
master
the
courtyard.
no, that is the
Bedroom.
waterfall outside the master bathroom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's the south water feature.
Okay.
Your pool equipment here, you got a couple leaks on the pool equipment. This pump right here is leaking continuously right here.
Okay.
Okay. When your pool guy comes, John, you want to show him that right there, but you can see right there it's
Yeah.
leaking continuously from the pump.
Okay.
Okay. And then when the system's running, it's dripping from this check valve also.
Okay.
Okay. And then also with the pool equipment, what I noted is I call this the west control panel. The west control panel is missing the interior cover, so you got exposed wires and breakers. Should have one of these guys on it. Should look like this with the cover.
Oh,
it's missing
okay.
the cover.
Okay.
Okay.
Electrician's job, right?
And then the gas pipe to the pool heater also is rusted, so I recommend you have to go on the other side of that pool heater, Martin.
Okay.
Might be able tall enough to go over the wall. Got a little bit of rusted plumbing on that pipe to the gas heater as well.
Just needs a
Just a little can of paint will make it all great again.
Okay.
Okay, and then let's see. In the garage, we can go in the garage.
Okay, I'm gonna turn this off.
So in the garage, what I noted. Oh, we back on?
Yeah, we're back
Okay.
on.
In the garage, what I noted is you got a little bit of this door seal on the 2-car garage door separating. It needs to be hammered up and just make sure that it's sealed. Along some of the edges over here, you do see some rodent droppings as well in the garage along the walls and stuff in here. And then I also noted that there's a hole on the east wall, and I said adjacent to the water softening system.
Okay.
So this little hole in the drywall, you can probably put a cover plate over it, you can patch it, but
Put it on, yeah.
you know, it's a hole. Let's see here. Now we're back in the house after this, so we're almost done here.
Okay, so let's go
Now,
back.
and I know the tile is travertine and it's a soft stone and everything like that, but I did know you have about 5 cracked tiles around here in the living room. You got a couple here, got a couple here. You know, like so they're hairline, but they do stick out. So I wanted to bring it to your attention.
Anything less than the size of a quarter.
That's it. That's what I say about the stucco. If I can't fit a nickel or a quarter in, then it's normal.
And I noticed a few of those in my agent review over on the entry to the bathroom. There's a couple other hairlines. It happens.
And then I just noted there's a little patched area on the ceiling in the family room above the fireplace.
Yeah.
Okay, you can see that it sticks out, so I let it know.
Okay.
Okay.
That's where we had a little tiny leak.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what I mean, I
probably
figured as
I
much.
didn't get a saucer for, but
Okay.
yeah, I mean.
The smoke detector in the master bedroom is missing a battery.
Oh, is it?
The casita is missing a carbon monoxide detector.
Okay.
Doesn't need one. It's not attached to the garage.
Yeah, but the gas furnace is in the closet attached to it,
Hello.
and the gas water heater.
Hello.
Okay.
Master bathroom
I'm
sliding
visual.
doors are
I'm
missing the
visual.
slider screens.
Okay.
Okay. And then in the south
Battery's
bathroom.
missing. I got a battery in my drawer.
Okay, yeah, because the cover's open on it, so
Yeah.
the cover's open. And now we're going to the south bathroom.
Where's the gas meter in the casino? There's no gas meter.
No, the gas furnace is in the closet that's adjacent to it, and the gas water heater and the gas furnace are in the
is that
closet
zone
adjacent
then?
to it.
Okay,
Yeah,
no,
so
they're
if for
19
something
year
happened to that gas,
Okay.
you know, that gas furnace isn't emitting through the duct system, you know, that's why you need that. Okay, the sink in here, this is in the south bathroom, or the Asian bathroom, is this the Asian room?
Yeah.
Yeah. This faucet handle right here, the hot faucet handle is loose. Probably have to go on both sides of the sink and tighten that up.
It just tightens on the top. These are Italian.
Yeah.
I fixed this the other day. It's not tight. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. It's Italian. Goddamn. I've changed the mixer twice and 3 times. Yeah. That's fine. I'll just get a pair of grips on it. Okay.
Alrighty.
That's it. I'm just the pointer router,
Yeah.
you know. And then in the casita bathroom, the cold faucet for the bidet is also doing the same thing that faucet handle is doing.
Okay.
Okay, so the cold
That's
faucet.
again, see that? You crank it down like that. And that's it. That's not what you're tighten them. Isn't that weird?
That
You
is
think
weird.
you can tighten them?
That is strange. Just crank it from the top.
Yeah. Pressure. Oh, shit. There you go.
Okay, so it's all tightened again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
That's in the casita.
Two items are here in the kitchen that I'm bringing up. One of them being, I just noted that the sink is not sealed at the countertop, so I recommend recocking it. It's just sagged a little bit and settled a little bit, so you got just recommend sealing that.
Okay.
And then you have 2 dishwashers, the north dishwasher, the drain line to the north dishwasher. It doesn't have an air gap or a high loop installation. So right now the drain line is going directly into the disposal. You see that gray hose right there? It's going directly into disposal. You want it to do what this one is doing. You can see the gray line go up to that air gap, and then that hose goes into the drain. So you can take a slack out of this guy and put a high loop installation, which is just they take the slack out of this dishwasher drain line, they get a little bracket, secure it up here to the counter to where it goes higher than where it goes into the
So that gray line does not need to connect over to
No.
where this one is. It just needs to have enough slack to go up high.
Correct.
And then come back down again to create an air thing.
Which is the grey line? You're talking about?
right here. The dishwasher drain line to this north
That's just
dishwasher.
gonna, so what do I have to do with it?
Well, right here I would just do a high loop installation.
So he was saying that because it doesn't have a gap like this,
high loop.
there's supposed to be extra line that goes up high and comes back down. That's why they call it a high loop.
Okay.
What you're trying to accomplish is you want to make sure that the dishwasher drain line is higher than where it goes into the disposal, so you don't get no backflow from the disposal obstructing your drain line.
And then that's it, right?
That's it.
Okay.
No attic. There's no attic for me to go into.
No attic.
So I don't have to worry about that. But other than that, everything else is either operated. All your electric shades operated. If there was anything that was going on with that, it would be in the report under electrical items. But all that was fine.
Pretty good report.
Yeah, very clean
That's so
report.
good. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Very clean report. You have 4 AC units. You have 4 furnaces. All of them operated. All of them are 2007 models. They're all original, but they're all working great.
Okay, well, thank you, Casey.
I'll send the
Appreciate it.
report in PDF format tomorrow.
Great.